Uber up the styles like miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junky rhythms right.
Hey, what's up guys? So some of you requested that I did a comparison video reviewing, or should I say doing a comparison review between the Venum hammer and the Venum shield boxing gloves, both which I have here. And these are two of the three Venum's newer pro boxing glove line. Their third glove being the Giant 2.0 gloves, which I don't have, which I've been told is supposed to be kind of in between of these two gloves. But since I have these two gloves here, we'll just kind of discuss the differences between the two and what are similar. They both use Argentinian Napa style leather, but the hammer you can see actually has more of a grain to it in the leather itself. Both matte feeling. You see this one feels matte as well, but this one is definitely much smoother than the hammer. So the shield is a smoother feeling glove, while the hammer feels more textured. Profile wise, they're almost identical. I would say that the shield is maybe a tad wider by here, and that's just because of the kind of foam they use. But the actual length of the gloves are about identical in length. They both use this kind of dipped rubberized material that's on the actual leather itself, so you can kind of see how it looks. Kind of, it looks like a patent leather material right there. So I'm wondering how that'll hold up as far as durability goes. You can see that the hammer has it, as well as the shield has that dipped material on the leather itself. Going on to the palm side of the glove, again, design wise they look pretty identical. One thing you'll notice with the hammer gloves is that the hook and loop attachment is actually attached right here, and is a little bit thicker than the shield. So you can see the shield is attached on this edge of the glove, on the outside edge, where the actual attachment for the strap on the hammer is actually right here on the inner seam. You can see they both have the double stitching, both have the grip bar with ventilated holes. The thumb placement on both are identical as well. And when I put both of these gloves on, from a thumb placement position wise and just the way they feel, the thumbs feel identical. Where they do feel different is that these shield gloves are a lot more broken in. So when I flip these over, you can see just the difference in foam. Like if I'm pushing that with my finger, you can see how dense it has. That EVA foam on the top layer. So all around the entire hand area, the fist has EVA, and you can see just how dense that is. Whereas the shield has a high density foam, but it's much more forgiving. So this would be perfect for those of you that are using more for sparring. And these feel like a plush, kind of like a plush Cadillac. When you put your hand in these, they feel much softer, much more broken in, and just much more of a soft touch glove. Where the hammer, you know, the hand compartment feels comfortable too, just not as soft and broken in as the shield gloves. And again, the foam is a lot denser. Now, for bag work and mitt work, these hammer by far are my favorite over the shields. The shields, you can use these for mitt work and for bag work. That's no problem. You can do that with any glove. But if you're looking for optimal feedback and you really want that crack on the mitts in the bag, and you want to be able to feel and place every shot, these hammers are the way to go. If you want maximum protection and you want to just wail on the bag, on the heavy bag as hard as you can, and not really feel the shock come through and it just absorbs really nicely, and then these shields would be your choice of gloves that I would go with. Price wise, they're identical. They're both $169. They both come in black, red, black, and white. They also have a black and metallic gold. Keep in mind that the black and gold is $20 more, so they're $189 for the black and gold, where these are $169. One thing to also keep in mind is the lace-up versions for all three of their pro boxing gloves, I believe, are $209. So they're significantly more in price for the lace-up version. So keep that in mind too when you purchase these gloves. I usually get Velcro gloves. I mean, I have lace-up as well, but I get Velcro just because it's just more convenient, especially if you're not working with a coach. You can just take these on and off. Where with lace-ups, you have to have somebody lace them up for you. Or if you have lace and loops, those work nicely as well. Obviously, they're not as easy as having a Velcro strap that's part of the glove, but if you have lace and loops, you can use those as well if you must have lace-up versions. But profile-wise, you can see they're pretty much identical. The only difference, again, these are a lot more softer, broken in, more protective. These are definitely more rigid and give better feedback. Protective as well, but give much better feedback on the bag. These also give you, let me show you real quick. The finger compartment on this is a little bit deeper. So I feel with these you can make a better fist, both in terms of the finger being deeper and the fact that it's more broken in, so you can really just make a great fist with those. And you can make a good fist with these too. I think the Venum should maybe revise the fingertip area and just make it a little deeper so your fist can really sink into the glove. But overall, between the two of these gloves, I prefer the hammer over the shield. I mean, I like the shield too. It's really, you're kind of drawing straws between the two, and it really just comes down to feel. So again, if you want something more protective, more plush, more kind of broken in, go with these guys, the shields. If you want something more rigid, that gives you a lot more pop, and you love feedback, then the hammers would be the way to go. So hope you guys enjoyed this comparison review. I'm hopefully going to get a hold of some of the Giant 2.0 gloves to do a review on. I've heard and I've read that those are kind of the middle of the road between the two gloves, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll make sure you guys to leave the info for all of these gloves in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.